For business news now, Ropiwa Madzena, good afternoon. Nedbank indicating that consumers who couldn't meet their debt obligations had an impact on their earnings.
That's right, Bradan. It's another one of the country's big banks which has reported significant losses earnings due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Nedbank's headline profit declined by almost 57% to 5.4 billion rand in the past year. In the first 6 months of the year, its profit was down by almost 70%. Now, during the peak of the pandemic, Nedbank said it helped clients with cash flow relief, and this comprised of more than 120 billion rand in loans. Nedbank also says its clients have since been able to reduce this level of support to 28 billion rand, with only 2 billion rand remaining in retail. So like the banks like Absa, Nedbank hasn't declared a dividend, but it is expecting headline profit to rebound by more than 20% in the 6 months to end in June 2021.
And then, Ropiwa, I see more parents are now registering their kids with Kuro.
That's right. South Africa's biggest private school group, Kuro, has seen higher registration numbers, but Bradan, revenue decreased because of COVID-19. Now, the company has also announced in its latest full-year results that it won't be issuing a dividend. Kuro will rather preserve its cash and fund its growth opportunities. The company says average pupil numbers for the year increased by 6% to over 60,000 by the end of December. Headline earnings fell to 171 million rand, with credit losses increasing by a whopping 294% to over 140 million rand. Kuro has also managed to provide higher discounts to some of its schools, including COVID-19 discounts. Now, while pupil numbers in primary and high schools were negatively affected, new registrations this year have increased by 9% year to date. And of course, we will be hearing from the chief executive a little later on in the day, Bradan.
Ropiwa, this lunchtime, I wonder how are the markets doing, especially ahead of the Federal Reserve's interest rate announcement. Are we seeing more green or red on the board?
It's a little bit red today on the local bourse, Bradan, and there's a lot of concerns by global and local investors on the stance that will be taken by Jerome Powell when he delivers those interest rates. So the problem here is the higher yields, which affects inflation rates, and that, of course, affects the investment or the return on investment that investors globally would be receiving. And of course, that's what's caused the jitteriness on the local markets.